Hi everyone. Today we are going to tackle my shoe organization. I use these specific shoe organizers whenever I help my friend at the end of last year. My sister saw them, she loved them, and she used them. Now I am doing the same thing. It's time to get my closet shoes organized and we'll see if we can declutter any. So let's do it. The one thing I like about these is that they're enclosed and they'll keep any dust and dirt from collecting on them, especially those shoes you may not wear all the time or different seasons of shoes. And they're fairly easy to put together. And they're stackable. These are little connectors. I'm going to show you how to put these together and how they stack, but I won't keep you around for all of that, but so you know the basics, and then we'll see what kind of configuration that we want to do in my closet. So our little local thrift store can use that bubble wrap. When people buy dishes, they can use them. So it'll be good to repurpose because I don't like all this packaging. The little door. And it has little magnets in the corner. So I've seen people do it where they can lift up. And then I've seen where others put it where they can lift it out. Okay. Refreshing my memory. So there's this longer lip on this side that this side doesn't have. And so that longer lip will come on this back side. So you can see there's a channel right here that ends, and this overlap will come on top of that. So I hope that makes sense. But we just put them inside, and now it fits perfectly. So we'll do the same thing to the other side. So we've got to do the same thing with the top. And the back panels come together and they have little snaps, little sections here that snap into the channel like that. And just like that, now it's done. That's how easy it is. Now it's got 4 holes, 1 in each corner, and these little connectors okay. And what I like too about these is how big they are. I'll be able to put a couple of different pairs in, especially sandals. So I'm gonna put one more of these together, bring you back and show you how these snap on top. I'm excited about this. I hope it works. That second one went together so fast. So the front facing forward, and we're just gonna align the holes. And snap. All right, I'm gonna keep doing these. I'm gonna show you how fast it goes now that I'm comfortable with it. And then I will bring y'all back whenever I have them all stacked up. Should have had y'all timing, but I didn't, and that's okay. is that? Now I just have to take this paper off. So I think I have 18, so 15 more to go. Okay, so here is my progress. 2 packages are down, 1 more to go. And the little snaps that go in here, I'm gonna just show y'all. They, after a while, hurt your fingers. They are making my fingers sore and are getting harder and harder to snap in, being because my hands hurt. I don't know. Uh-oh. And it went flying. But anyway, there we go. Okay, I got hot. So I had to change tops, and this is a garden shirt. But what I found to do faster is to do the top, bottom, and the 2 sides and wait on this. And I think rather than putting them together one by one completely, that it just went faster when I did it this way. And it was like thinking about assembly line if it got passed on to somebody. And so it helped me push these out a lot faster. I think this lower part, which is going to be the lids and connecting them, is going to slow me down just a little bit, but at least it felt faster putting them together like this. So that little tidbit may help you. Now I'm only gonna stack these probably another 1 or 2. I want to see if my little ankle boots will fit in these, and that's why I didn't order a 4th package, because I wanted to see if they fit and if I really needed 4, which would be a total of 24. I have decluttered shoes twice, but I had a cousin who was decluttering, and so she brought some to a little gathering we had, and I chose a couple from her because free. And I know that's dangerous because you can get your inventory really high if you do that. But if I can get a few more uses out of them before they get donated, then that's my goal. Let me know how y'all are liking the Leela series. She is doing so well. Our challenge is she works during the week and then has a very busy life, and you travel, they travel. So trying to connect with her and give her time is a priority, but it's also very challenging. So just appreciate that y'all are sticking with us, and there might be other videos in between her next videos, and that's why. So I'm going to keep going on these. Then we're going to go into the closet and pull all those shoes out. Some may need to be dusted, but we're going to figure all of this out and have a little Tetris fun. So stay tuned. I'm only going to do 1 more of these, I think, because I want to see if those short boots fit in the other ones. This is kind of fun. This was the slow part, but thanks for hanging out with me. Well, I do it. I mean, look at this. They all move. They don't come apart. That's kind of nice. Let's try another set. These are a little bit shorter. These I got from my girl cousin. They're cute, right? So yeah, they're not gonna stand up either, which is okay. That's okay. Okay. All right. I don't know if I'll leave them on that shelf or if I will add them to on top of here. Now my other pair of boots, my black boots, let me get those. These are my fun boots. They even have my initials on the side. So let's just look at this and see. They may be too, they'd have to be at an angle. But you know what, guys? They're gonna fit. Not great, but I can try it like that for a little bit. So the question is, how high do I want to go? I don't think I want to go higher than one more level just because of reaching up too much, but I could. But let's play around with it. Let's pull the others out. Those racks are very sticky too, so they're kind of gross. And I tried washing them once, but I feel like they need to soak in a lot of Dawn. Okay, let me move those in. I think I'm gonna have to vacuum first. Ew, ew. Now I've got to decide, do I want them facing out this way, or do I want them facing this way? We'll see how they fit. Okay, so they come over this just a little bit, but this is how I'm used to accessing it. But I don't know if this scarf is also going to get in the way. Here's what we can do. We don't have to make a final decision. We're going to leave it like this initially, and then if I don't like it, I can change it. See how far they stick out like this. I wouldn't have the problem of the door that way. I think I kind of like it like this. I feel like the entryway is a lot wider than if I have it. That's not bad either. That had to be a final decision. It's fine. Okay, let me get the shoes that I know I am keeping. And I'm going to try to keep sandals up top because that's what's in season right now. And dressier ones in the middle. And then my winter ones at the bottom. Let's do it. Okay, my cousin just gave me these Brighton little sandals. And then I have two other tan ones. These are kind of getting to their last leg, I think. They're Vionics. But I want to wear them until I wear them out. And then these, my feet seem to swell in them. So I can still wear them. I just can't like walk long distances. Where these have some arch support and I can. So they do serve. These are a little bit dressier. These are a little more casual. They do serve different purposes. And I'm okay with that. Oh, I'm going to be able to put those three in there. That's fabulous. I love it. Okay. I'm going to move these down. Okay, I'm going to leave those sandals there. Let me go get some more sandals. These are some more Vionics. I don't wear them a lot, but they're very sturdy, well made. So we're going to give them one more season. And then these are just a little bit dressier. I don't know what these are. These are Timberland. I think we're going to bring in some more of the dress shoes for church and put those next. I'm kind of one who likes to color coordinate, but wondering if I should put the sandals, move the black ones down here so all the sandals are together and then all my dress shoes are together. I'm kind of leaning that direction. So yeah, I think I want to do that. These are going to go in. Yeah, dusty. And that's what I like about these is that they're going to protect them from the dust a little more. I'm wondering if I need to put those same stoppers up top because they have holes and maybe that'll stop them from getting dusty. I don't know, but we're going to move these up top. Some of my favorite shoes because they have flowers and bows. I love them. I don't know why I got in such to blues so much, but I have 3 pair, but they serve different purposes and I still love them. These are Borns. I love them. I think I'm going to run out of room. I may need to order another set. 2 black pair I have, and they are dusty. So I'm not wearing a lot of black right now. I love that this is going to protect them from the dust. These are some more Brightons. These are what I would call a little bit of a wedding shoe too. A little dressier. I'm afraid that I'm going to run out of room. Is this boring? I don't want it to be boring. I may do a voiceover now. Maybe I could be funnier then. These are a little bit more like a sandal. Put them on the sandal side. I have these 2 that will fit together in one. Just dust them off. And I think I'm gonna have to order another of the 6-pack. So, okay, time to declutter. These are some water shoes that the Velcro is starting to give way on. They've served their purpose, so they're gonna get donated. My cousin gave me these Keen ones, and then I have these that I've had for a while. And again, I treat them like water shoes. So I'm going to put them both in one at the very bottom. Okay. I have these 2 that came from my cousin. And they need thinner socks, but I've only worn 1 pair. I'm going to keep giving them a try with the thinner socks. And then these are kind of my YouTube ones. They're Vionics, but see, I work so hard for these videos. And I am going to keep them as work tennis shoes. I just bought these Vionics. So these are going to be my everyday tennis shoes for when I need a little bit dressier ones. And they're super comfortable. The Skechers slip-ins, I spent like 50 bucks on them at Sam's. Those might go away and these may replace them. Vionics can be expensive, but these were actually on sale at Dillard's. So I'm going to put these up high because I will gravitate to those. Let's go low, low, low. Low, low, low. Aren't they fun? Okay. All right. I've got 1, 2, 3 slots left. And I have more hiking boots than that. So let me get my favorite pairs here. Okay. These are my hiking. And these are like everyday casual wear. They're custom and they are so comfortable, so comfortable. So they're gonna go up here. Maybe I'll do them over here. Okay. And then I have one more pair of hiking that I mean for them to be for the ranch. I got them at a thrift store and I'm going to go bring them and put them here. And then we'll look at what my leftovers are and come up with a plan and or let go. We'll see. Okay. These are the Skechers. The left one fits fine. It's the right one that rubs my heel. And I tried putting one of those padding in. It didn't work. So I think I'm just going to have to get different inserts, which I don't think these inserts will even come out. I don't know. I may have to donate those. I'm going to give them one more try, but they're not going to get a spot here. I need to use them. These are the other ones that I got at the thrift store. They are Ariat, I think. Yeah, they're Ariat. I got them for $15. They're brand new, like not even used. They were March 30 and it was a 50% off sale. So they're comfortable. So they are keepers. I have more wedding shoes. So my boots are going to go back up. I've got to deal with these. Let me go get the wedding shoes and my house shoes. I have 2 pairs of house shoes. I think they can go up with the boots, but I feel like they're going to need one of these. Wedding shoes. That's what I call these. Party shoes, wedding shoes, reunion shoes, whatever you want to call them. And I don't know that I can add them in anywhere. One more pair. And they're in these containers. The other wedding shoes. I don't want to let them go. I don't want to spend money buying new. Shoes are very hard for me. One size is a half smaller, one fits a half smaller. Plus I had a sesamoid bone removed. And so finding shoes that fit and are comfortable, it's a thing. So I could just place these on top, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, that sounded really sad, but I am happy with them. I think my challenge is inventory. That's what it comes down to. I'm going to keep both. And this season, I will determine whether I wear them or not. And see which one I will let go of. Maybe at the end of the season. Yeah. Okay. Let me show you the final product. I am decluttering one pair. This wasn't about decluttering. This was about organizing. But I've kind of also need a solution for my Skechers. And then I need to decide between the black sandals. But I don't need a darn thing. I don't need any more sandals this season. I don't need anything. So let me show you the end result. Let me know what y'all think. And then I'll decide if I want to turn them this way instead. But for right now, I'm liking this. All right, guys. I am so happy with how this turned out. I'm going to take an attempt at washing those other ones. I'm going to soak them in the bathtub with Dawn soap before I donate them. But I am so glad that I went ahead and invested in this. For these 18, I think they're about $36 for a set of 6. So you're looking at, $108 I may have spent on this set. And sometimes you can't buy a piece of furniture or cabinet like that. It did configure things differently, but I love being able to protect them from the dust and, you know, gives you a little dopamine hit to organize or make something look pretty. Yeah. Let me know what y'all think. Would you do this? Or how do you have your shoes stored? I appreciate y'all coming along this journey. I look forward to the next one with you. I'm going to close like my dad always closed his voicemail messages. Bye for now. Now I got to go work in the yard. Oy. Maybe I won't declutter those water shoes. Maybe we'll try them one more time because I have loaned them to people when they've forgotten their own, and the size is kind of forgiving.